Okay, so I'm here today in Sun City.
Forgive me, Father, I shut your powder. Try understand. Open your dumb trunk, read us for good luck. Ride over me.
And I'm lucky enough to be here with one of my closest friends, but more importantly, a guy that I'm a big fan of, a really amazing thinker by the name of Mike Stopforth. Now, I was just privileged enough to share a stage with the guy, and he dropped a bomb in there. And he said, and the quote, and I'm going to bastardize it, but the quote was, honesty is the only tactic left the marketers haven't tried. And when he said it, I thought, wow, that is so true and so profound. So I want to hand over to Mike Stopforth to give you a little bit of his perspective on that issue.
Hello, Richard Mulholland's social media audience. I am Richard Mulholland's good friend Mike, and I had the privilege of sharing a stage with him today at a marketing conference for one of our clients. Richard's asked me to share some thoughts on this idea of honesty and trust as the last remaining frontier in customer engagement. At this conference, a lot of people are talking about disruption and innovation, right? And one of the things that they use as examples of disruption are Uber and Airbnb, obviously. Apps that I think most of you will use and that we're pretty comfortable with. But I think we got it wrong. I think when we look at apps like Airbnb and Uber, we think about them as great technological innovations, but I don't think that's what makes them amazing. I don't think it's the code behind those apps that makes them amazing. What they figured out how to do was to monetize trust. To monetize and reduce the interface that we've kind of traditionally established between the customer and the service provider. If you think of pretty much any customer engagement that you're involved in, any transaction, any employer-employee engagement or transaction, they begin with a massive contract and a huge element of mistrust or distrust. What Uber and Airbnb got right was they figured out if they could leverage social data and social insight accurately enough and efficiently enough, they could monetize how they broke down that interface between two strangers, two relative unknowns. And I think that's incredible. So yes, they liberated stock in vehicles that weren't being used as a product, or rooms or houses that weren't being used as a product yet. But what makes those platforms incredible is that they authenticate your credibility, your humanity and your individuality against social data. I think that's pretty remarkable, and I think more businesses could think along those lines.
So there's nothing else to say, but simply the challenge that to identify the trust opportunity that exists between you and your clients, between your business and their needs. If you can identify what the trust gap is and shorten it, you win. Think about it. It's worthwhile. And find Mike Stopforth and watch everything and read everything he's ever written. It's really worthwhile. Peace.